live stream. Bit of a different one tonight. The title of it, which for some reason wouldn't be allowed by YouTube, so I'll have to do it later, is a breath hold table suitable to be done anywhere. And to prove that, I'm going to be doing it from the back of a car. So a few people have been asking me over the last few months about training, and there's plenty of tables out there and plenty of our videos that we've done that have been based either in the park or obviously when we could get in the pools. What happens if you your downtime is on a train or in a place where, you know, let's not go public place, but you know, a place where you do have interruptions. It's not, you know, a perfect yoga studio. So what do we do? And so I've come up with, or just going to run through tonight, a very simple breath hold table that is based around mindfulness rather than apnea training. So this is specifically useful if you're going somewhere that you're nervous about or excited about even. You know, it doesn't have to be a nervous thing. You just may be excited, you want to calm yourself down. So it's based on mindfulness, and mindfulness apnea training session. Okay, so it doesn't matter where you are, you can do it exactly where you are now. So I'm not going to say find yourself a comfortable sofa, because wherever you are is exactly the right place for you to be doing this. And just take a couple of seconds to see if you can get yourself more comfortable. You don't have to be in a perfectly comfortable, but just take 10-15 seconds to find if you can get slightly more comfortable. And the way you're going to be able to do that is you're going to have to close your eyes. I suppose this doesn't work if you're driving, but you're going to have to close your eyes. If you can't close your eyes, you don't have, you know, you can still be aware of what you're doing, but it's better if you can. So just move your body around your bum. Try not to have your legs crossed or your arms folded. Try and have everything loosely hanging, and be aware of how your body is pushing into either the seat or the floor, and just be aware of how solid that is. And if you are able to close your eyes, then keep them closed and start being aware of your breath and how that is affecting you in your seating position. So as you're sitting down, it's much better to be sitting down than lying down, and we've been through this before. When you lay down, when you've laid down in the past, over however many years you've been alive, you've been teaching your body that you're laying down and you want to go to sleep. We want to get away from that. We're using this is active inactivity, and you're going to be so sitting down is much better way of being active. So eyes closed, sitting down, and be aware how your breath is moving your body and how the weight is changing on the chair. I also want you to be aware of how your body is moving as it inflates and how your body is moving as it deflates. And you can feel the pressure that your body exerts on the back of the chair, or if it's got sides, the sides of the chair. These are two simple things that are bringing your awareness to your here and now. The weight of your body pushing on the chair, and then we shift it onto your breath and how that affects the weight and the way your body is being held in that position. And this leads into allowing the shoulders to drop, especially on the exhalation. So as you're breathing out, you allow the shoulders to drop, and you may need to reposition your elbows, your hands, to be comfortable in this position, but that's fine. And we're going to try and bring our breathing or awareness to our breathing as we soften the shoulders. I always say allow the elbows to be heavy. That allows the arms to drop down and the shoulders to soften and drop. And we're going to breathe in through the nose and out through the nose. And really be aware as you breathe in that we're trying to keep that breath soft and smooth. It doesn't jitter on the in, it's just one smooth inhalation from the very bottom all the way to the top. Then there's no pause at the top, it changes direction and goes back out again. Be conscious that these breaths, because you've started thinking about them, are probably going to be slightly deeper than normal. That's fine, but as long as you consciously acknowledge that fact, that the breaths are slightly longer and slightly deeper than they are normally. And then we're going to really focus on the breath and where we can feel it coming in through the nostrils. We can feel it at the top of the, as it just passes the sinuses, and then the back of the throat before it goes into the lungs. We can't feel it in the lungs, but we can feel the effect of it. And the most important effect is the belly moving. So as we breathe in, the belly fills, and then as we breathe out, the belly pulls back and squeezes. The secondary part will feel the chest filling, so the belly fills and then the chest will fill. And ideally we want it to, the belly to pretty much move as far as it can out, and then the chest will follow just a little bit. And then the chest will collapse, start breathing out, and then we start pulling the belly in. We're going to do some breath holds, and they're going to be short breath holds. It doesn't matter if you don't make it to the end of the breath hold at all. The timings I'm going to give are just a guide of how long. If you don't make the breath hold, keep your eyes closed, breathe softly till I talk into the recovery. We're going to do 3 breath holds. We're going to do 4 actually, but the 4th one will be slightly different. So 3 breath holds in this series. The reason I mention it now is because the next few breaths, I'm going to be talking you through those breaths leading towards the first breath hold. Okay, so take yourself back to where you were before, eyes closed or eyes half closed. We say half closed, so if you're driving, you can just drop the focus slightly away from extraneous things. Obviously you're looking at the road and what's going on, but you're not gonna, oh look at that dog, look at that window, look at that house. You're gonna drop the focus down to what you need to focus on. If you have got the ability to close your eyes, close your eyes. If you're somewhere public, you can half close your eyes and just, kind of don't close them completely because people think you're asleep, but allow your eyes to, the eyelids to drop a little bit. So eyes closed or eyes half closed, drop the shoulders, elbows heavy, and breathe out, breathe out, breathe out, and then slowly breathe in through the nose, nice and soft. Really control the inhalation into the belly's full, and a little bit of air into the chest, and then change direction, start breathing out. Really control the exhalation, make sure it's nice and smooth, keep breathing out, You need to pull the belly back now. Pull the belly out, squeeze out the last bit of air out of the lungs, and then change direction, breathing in. Now we're breathing in for a count of 5. I'm counting for you. So 4, 5, change direction and breathe out. We're breathing out for a count of 10. Again, I'm counting for you. 4, 5, 6, pull the belly back, 7, 8, 9, 10. And one more breath like this. So we're breathing in, 2, 3. Allow your mind to wander, 4, 5. Breathing out, dropping the shoulders, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pulling the belly back, 8, 9, 10. Take a deep breath in through the mouth and let it go. Take a deep breath in through the mouth, and again. Last one. And then take a deep breath in through the mouth, fill in the belly and the chest if you want, and then hold. Drop the chin, especially if your eyes are closed. You can allow the chin to drop, the shoulders to soften even more. And be aware of your weight sinking and getting heavier. But now, not doing anything. And this is the point that you want your mind to just soften on what you're thinking about. Let the crazy thoughts that whiz around your brain to just slow down and dissipate. And then now, slowly, slowly, slowly breathe out through the mouth, controlled and slow, breathing out all the way down to the bottom. Start pulling the belly back, and then recovery breaths, which are a deep breath in, and then sigh. And breathe in, and sigh. And then breathe in, and then sigh. Then bring yourself back into the here and now. Same process again. Breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. Now, I said earlier about if you're doing this driving, that's fine, but don't do the breath holds, okay? So you can visualize the breath holds, you can do the breathing, and obviously don't close your eyes. And we're going back to the breathing now. Shoulders are elbows are heavy, pulling the shoulders, or the heaviness of the arms are pulling the shoulders, which are softening down, and you're moving into your seat. And again, in through the nose, out through the nose, no pause at the top or the bottom. Breathe out, breathe out, breathe out, and breathe in very soft through the nose, 2, 3, fill in the belly, 4, 5, breathing out, 2, 3, 4, 5, pull in the belly back, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And again, breathing in, 2, very smooth, 3, 4, 5, and breathing out, dropping the shoulders, elbows heavy, 3, 4, 5, 6, pulling the belly back, 7, 8, all the air out, 9, 10, and then 3 deep breaths through the mouth. It's number 2, and here we go, number 3. And a deep soft breath in, fill in the belly, fill in the chest, and hold. Try and hold the breath in the glottis and the back of the throat. It allows the mouth to soften. You can even have the mouth open in this breath hold if you're holding in the throat. Close your eyes again, drop the chin if you can. and allow the skin on the face to soften. And allow a space to appear between the temples. So your gaze, your eyes are gazing straight inwards, almost cross-eyed, into the center, to something maybe a foot, 2 foot in front of you. So you're gazing down through your eyelids. Obviously, if you need your eyes open, then you're going to be looking at what you're doing. If your eyes are closed, gazing inwards. Allow a sense of space to occur. Be aware of your thoughts being very soft, and you're not interacting with the thoughts at all. They just drift. And then breathe out, breathe out, breathe out. Recovery breaths. And another one. And the third one. And just think about the breath hold you've just done. First breath hold, we had 3 breaths before the breath hold. That second one, we only had 2 breaths. The last one, we're only going to have 1 breath as a preparation breath. So think about the breath hold you've just done. Think about, try and remember what you felt. And now think about the breath hold we're about to do. So, eyes closed, dropping the shoulders, elbows heavy. Breathe out, breathe out, breathe out. And breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fill in the belly. And breathe out, 2, 3, 4. Dropping the shoulders, elbows heavy. 5. So pulling the belly back. 8, 9, 10. 3 deep breaths. And another one. And a third one. Deep breath in. And hold. Drop the chin. Eyes closed if you can. Dropping the shoulders. Feeling yourself soften into the seat. And this time I really want you to consciously be aware of the thoughts being distanced from you. So they barely come into focus at all before they're gone. You're definitely not taking any sort of impetus or feeling from them. They just exist in the distance and go. Allow your eyebrows to soften and a space to appear between the temples of your head. Drop the chin even further if you want. Allow the shoulders to soften even more. And now I want you to breathe out, but so slowly, imperceptibly slowly. Tiny piece of air coming out of your mouth. Tiny. Breathing out, breathing out, breathing out, breathing out, breathing out. And then recovery breaths. And again. Number 3. Keep your eyes closed. Think about that last breath hold and the feelings you had with it, how you felt during that breath hold. And they're the 3 breath holds that we've done. So think about the second one and how it differed from the last one. And think all the way back to the first breath hold and how that differed from the others. I said we're going to do 4 breath holds. The last one's going to be slightly different. and this is what we're going to do. So keep your eyes closed. I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to start the breath hold empty lung, but then we're going to take as long as we can to breathe in. So we breathe out completely and hold our breath for about 10 seconds or so. So it's not a long empty lung breath hold. And then we're going to slowly breathe in for as long as we can. So it's still a breath hold, but backwards breath hold. Eyes closed, exactly the same. When you get to the top, it's still a breath hold, so you still do recovery breaths, the same as any other breath hold. So, eyes closed, dropping the shoulders, elbows heavy. Sit up kind of straight, keep the back straight, chin tucked in. And breathe out, breathe out, breathe out. I'm going to do 2 warm-up breaths for this one. So breathing in through the nose, nice and soft, 2, 3, 4, fill in the belly, 5, and then breathing out, dropping the shoulders, elbows heavy, 3, 4, 5, 6, pull in the belly back, 7, 8, 9, 10, and breathing in again through the nose, nice and soft, very controlled, 3, 4, 5, and breathing out, dropping the shoulders, elbows heavy, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 3 deep breaths. There's 2, third one. Deep breath in, and then breathe out completely. Keep the mouth open, keep the glottis open, soft. You have no air in your lungs, no strain keeping the air in. And very slowly, try and take a tiny bit of air in, preferably through the nose and the mouth at the same time, but it doesn't matter if it just goes in through the mouth. Tiny inhalation. Keep breathing in. At some point, you'll have to change and draw air in. Keep breathing in. Keep breathing in. And then at some point, it will get hard to breathe in where you're nearly full, where your belly's nearly pushed out as far as it can be. And you can just get a little bit more in the chest. All the way to the top. When you're there, recovery breaths as normal. Deep breath in. And again. Third one. Take a few moments to think about how that felt. And then, as always, rub your hands together in front of you till you feel the warmth in the palms. Cover your eyes. Slowly open your eyes behind your hands. And then slowly take your hands away. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this breath hold session. An apnea training session you can do anywhere. So, very simple, very quick. Hope you enjoyed it. Please leave comments in the bottom. Tell me how you felt, how you did it. More importantly, leave a comment where you did this or where you're going to do it. Okay, so where did you do this breath hold, or where are you going to do this breath hold? Okay, thank you very much, and see you next week. Cheers. Bye.